okay?
I'm emotionally compromised.
Are you okay?
No.
Did anything bad happen?
Yes.
So much?
Everything.
Everything bad happened. Everything bad happened.
Okay, let's
do this.
Welcome to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction.
Woo!
I'm your host, Dara Whitman. Here with me is my co-host.
Okay, Lynn Clothier.
And we're still, you can see our faces.
Yeah, this is still strange.
It's still
I'm
strange.
not sure if I'll ever be over it. But it's fine.
I'm trying to work on being used to being in front of the camera, but it's easier when there's another person there. 'Cause
Yeah.
you're just talking to them.
Thanks for being my buddy.
So, this episode, Caitlin, are you okay?
No.
No? I might just want to get this off the bat. Guys, there's a couple deaths in this episode.
There were a couple deaths in this episode.
I think one you were really shocked by, and the other one you weren't super shocked by, but you knew it was, but it's still really sad.
Yeah.
So just saying there were some deaths.
People
We
died.
lost. I mean, I feel bad for Gracie's death just kind of gets pushed under the.
It does, and I'm so upset about that. Yeah.
But granted, we do like Gracie, but Mrs. S, great lady.
She was a big player. Yep.
Pour one out for her. Dang. We'll get more into depth, but I usually say okay, let's wait. But I feel you need to get that out.
We gotta get it out. I mean, I'm sure at some point we've already played the clip of me just crying on the floor, so it's fine.
Fine, everything's fine.
I'm okay. I'm not okay.
She's not.
I'm not okay.
All the clones are kind of together in this episode, though.
Yeah, well, this episode is so funny because
it's fun.
It has those lighthearted bits. Well, I think Orphan Black does this very well. They have very lighthearted kind of setups, and then they throw in some heavy hitting stuff in it. You're like, oh shit, crazy, woo.
Yeah. So we start off with Rachel. She's kind of bleeding out from, if you remember, pulling eye out. I don't know. I'm getting the right eye, but whatever. And then you see somebody's feet, and then she's in a where were you thinking where she was getting her eye fixed up
I was so scared that she got picked up by just another
and then it's
Neo,
oh no, another camera,
another Neo, and just re-put it back in. I'm oh, that sucks.
But then she's kind of a seedy hotel, so you're
yeah,
all right,
you're okay, then this is
and
somebody
they're
else.
sewing it up,
Yeah.
So you're all right, and then turns out who got her? Ferdinand. Yay.
That's scary. Who's that? What's this? There's so much going on. Oh shit, is it that guy?
No, it's the other guy.
No, it's the other guy. Okay.
What other guy?
I don't know. Oh, it's this one. Fuck that guy.
Oh, especially now.
Yeah, really.
Right? Fuck him.
Ferdinand.
Anyway. Bye. Oh no, this episode's so sad. And I had to watch it firsthand. That sucked for me. Anyway.
Sucks.
So, but meanwhile, the positive thing is that Felix is back.
Yay! Finally, I missed him. I missed him so much.
And Adele's back, and then also Kira gets to meet Charlotte, which is weird, but it's okay.
It's really weird. It's hello, I'm a clone of your mother.
Okay.
That is Charlotte.
Oh, hello.
Wow. I'm gonna go with you to Arts till we see how things fall, yeah?
So, you're what my mom looks like. Yeah, I never really think about that anymore.
Yeah, there'll be some.
Wait for a chicken.
Yay!
We bought a shit mountain of cheese. Welcome back. Hey, you're home. Yeah.
She's oh, this is strange, but we're the same age.
But they're gonna go stay with Art's ex for a while, which by the way, how do you explain that to your ex? I'm assuming it seems like him and his ex are on good terms.
Yeah, it's probably he works, he's a detective, so it's probably just yo, I got some kids with witness protection, you mind?
Watching them for a bit.
That's
It's
true.
okay, is anyone gonna come after me though? No, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So right now the kids are safe.
Mm-hmm.
All of the children are safe. We good.
Mm-hmm.
For now, anyway.
Yeah.
But
Keep the children safe.
yes.
It's a scary world out there.
But Felix also has an art show going on, which is super cool.
Yeah.
And he's doing it in his loft. I'm wondering how did he clean up his loft so
It looks very nice now though.
yeah, and
Really.
it's not a mess or anything. I'm assuming Allison helped out a bit, even though she's all a free spirit now. She's still Allison.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's kind of So that's kind of the main thing. That's where everybody's doing, mainly like Allison and Cosima. They're kind of doing that. Delphine's back also. Delphine and Cosima are being cutesy.
Yay. Everyone's happy.
Do with it, and we deserve a breather tonight.
We do.
Calm down and support Felix.
I think you're right, Siobhan. I think we've earned a break.
Have we? Well, it's settled. We're going to take the day off from Crazy.
Yay. What can go wrong?
This is why we need Felix.
Thank you for letting me stay.
All right.
Family anymore. I didn't know.
Look, for the most part,
Except
this
not.
episode's quite happy. Like, a
Yeah.
lot of good happens.
Yeah.
Just a lot of bad also happens.
Because of Felix. Where would we be? If Felix wasn't here, this would just be a very depressing time all around.
So not really clone related. We find like obviously we knew Mrs. S and Delphine were working together on something. Like
Yeah.
nobody was really telling anybody. Turns out they were working with Ferdinand and they made a deal with the devil. What was your feeling about that?
I was like, oh, this is going to turn out fine. Sure. But also,
It kind of did, sort of.
but Mrs. S and Delphine are very capable ladies. So,
But it's like
I
they
trust
needed
them.
they needed a couple final pieces, and the only people who had that were Ferdinand and more importantly Rachel.
Yeah.
Are you sure about this? Wouldn't it be safer if the others knew?
We have one shot at this, and if it's going to work, Sarah can't know who we dealt with to get here.
What about after?
After you go to the opening like nothing happened, and I will send you instructions there. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I so love being in the middle of all of this.
We made a deal with the devil.
yeah.
But did we get what we wanted?
Well,
Rachel.
yep, there she is. Again without an eye.
And about like to basically expose the illusion and get them the short about and like everything with like P2 Westmoreland, like that kind of thing. But they kind of just need to know like how much like the bribe money kind of all these other companies got. It's a lot of like money and company
Yeah.
and politics and like that kind of thing. So it's very confusing.
A lot of stuff.
I didn't really care about like what they had. I'm just like, okay, I know that this can destroy the illusion. Hooray.
I know, right? I'm just like, they got dirt on people. I
It's
trust
fine.
it. Yeah.
So they're like, okay, and Miss D's kind of like, you need to do the right thing. And like, she does have the information. But the question is, and then she's talking to Ferdinand about it. It's like either, okay, we just keep this information to ourselves and like get a bribe money from them. The illusion still stays.
right.
And then we kind of go do our own thing. Or with the other thing, which is what we want them to do, make it, all the information public.
Go public and bring them down for good.
And so you're kind of like, what were you thinking about what Rachel was going to do?
Well, I don't know. I thought she would lean with the bringing them down because I mean,
At this point-
Rachel isn't like she doesn't necessarily. She thinks she does things cleanly, but really she just likes to burn things to the ground.
Yeah.
So
But like she kind of goes with like Ferdinand basically saying like basically tricks him. And then when he goes into like this board meeting, basically saying like, here's what we have. And here's what we want so that we won't like expose the information. And then it turns out she didn't give him the information.
ha ha ha.
And basically like they had all the files and like we realized like everything that they were doing, like that kind of thing. And like Sarah kind of slowly finds out like they're working with Adele, and like that kind of thing. And like she's upset, but it's kind of like once they realize it, it's kind of like, you know what? Okay, we're good.
right.
Records of Neolution's dark money bribes. What? We've got everything we need. Proof of decades of illegal human experiments and of Cody's sterilization plan. We're ready to expose them.
You're serious?
Yeah. It's done.
See, we did it in episode 8.
Yeah. What's gonna go totally wrong?
Actually, before we get to the art show, do you want to talk about the bad things with Helena? And then we'll talk about the art show because that's a fun thing.
Yeah, let's just get that part over with.
All
'cause
right,
I'm
so
very
Gracie and
upset.
Helena are together. Gracie has told Helena that Mark died,
Yeah,
which you could believe, but like Helena's very.
she's skeptical.
I mean, she wants Gracie to be part of the family, but like Gracie is kind of being like on the fence about it and like actually says like she hasn't found him, but like that's like such a sad scene.
Well, it's like because it's so sad because Gracie is pretty smart and knows Helena would totally be onto her if she was onto her, but Helena's like, oh, we're family, and then you know when they call Gracie up and ask if they found her, she says no because she wants to be part of that family because her life is so messed up.
But
She
Mark!
just needs to be part of a family, but she also loves Mark, and so she's at this very swing crossroads. And can you blame her?
I
Can you
don't.
blame
No,
her?
I don't.
She's in a bad position.
I
This poor
don't.
girl.
I know, and I hope nothing bad happens.
But she's also stupid because she doesn't know that you can trace cell phones.
Okay, considering how she was raised, this poor
she was
child.
She was raised in like the 19th century.
This
so.
poor girl.
This poor little
Let's look at her entire life.
Easy there, pumpkin. We don't want to harm your cargo.
I'm sorry.
I know. It won't hurt.
No.
It's okay.
No.
You're forgiven.
No.
What's Mark gonna think?
No. I'm so angry.
Ah! You're not okay.
Not okay.
Because spoiler alert, she did. She died. She did. She got shot in the head. Think about this. Like, the only good thing that happened was that she, like, found Mark. And even then.
And they found each other, and then they were doing their own thing, and then
Like, think about her life. So, like, she's raised in, like, a cult. Her parents are insane. She finds the guy. She falls in love with him. Even though there might be, like, that weird, like, age gap thing. But it's fine. They're clearly...
even though she looks like she's 12.
She gets impregnated with her dad's kid.
Yeah.
Not in the... Well, in kind of a gross way, but not, like, the super gross way.
Not technically not incest, but also
A little bit incest. Anyway.
a little bit incestuous.
Well, it's not like her kid and her dad's kid. It's her dad's kid and a clone's.
Yeah, clone eggs inside of a daughter.
Anyway,
It's
so that happens to her. But then
weird.
she gets married, hooray. And, like, they consummate the marriage. But then she has a miscarriage and loses a kid and then finds out she can't have kids anymore. So that kind of sucks. But she's kind of okay with it, so it's fine. And then, like, they're happy for, like, a season or two. And, like, not even that long considering the timeline.
But they have to live with the constant threat that one day he's just gonna die.
And it's so... And then she just gets shot in the head. This poor girl.
That they just wants to help. She just wants to help, but then she wants to help everyone, but then she can't. And then for some reason they shoot her. Why did they shoot her? Why? There was no good reason for it. There was no good reason for this.
Well, okay.
None.
I think probably because she lied. And they found her, and like they didn't know what side she was on.
That's stupid. She's just all right. The lady's just trigger happy.
Because like basically, like when they call, Virginia's suspecting that like she's lying.
Yeah, but like you didn't have to.
And then Helena finds the phone, and Gracie like tells everything, basically, I just want to save Mark. And then the cops come in. Neo detective comes in.
Mm-hmm.
And they have Helena. I think they just honestly, like, I was kind of upset with this, but that's because, like, it's kind of a pet peeve of mine. I don't like bringing back a character for, like, maybe an episode just to kill them off. I don't like that.
I agree.
I don't really like that unless it's, like, literally, like, it actually works for the plot. And, like, you maybe, or even if you bring them back for, like, a few episodes or, like maybe, like, 3 episodes and, like, but like that, I think like around the time like I was having a couple other shows that I was watching where like they brought a character back just to kill them off.
Well, if you're bringing a character back and then they die, it should be because they have unfinished business. I feel like Gracie and Mark were pretty wrapped up. Like they were doing their own thing. Like,
well, I guess like the unwrapped up thing was that the fact that Mark was going to die.
Yeah,
that was the only thing. So I guess
but you didn't have to kill her.
I think honestly that's always a liability. That's the only thing I can think of, and it kind of makes sense. Like especially these people. I'm
terrible.
not like
terrible.
Yes, and the worst death to happen in this episode.
It's not. But do we have to rank them?
We don't. But like, still. Anyway, our show.
Hestia, goddess of hearth and home.
Ah, we're intrigued, sister. We know so much, yet so little. Where do you live in the real world?
I live deep in Bailey Downs, which is a suburb just north of here. Oh, and this is my husband, Donnie.
Champagne. Napkin.
No alcohol for me. I need to drive the soccer bus.
You
Get
are
it?
different.
Yes, well, I'm always different.
Identity is a social construct.
I love it.
God, don't you love pretentious people?
Oh my god, that was completely perfect. That was fabulous. Now tell me, how do you feel about long stares and large groups of people? Ooh, no.
Too bad.
You're gonna show off, darling. Scotty, curtain. My dear friends, may I present to you Metis, goddess of wisdom and of deep thought.
Brilliant.
Just do whatever comes naturally.
Dance.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's brutal. Then you're not going to like this either. But Donny Curtis! Goddess of war. Donny, just lay down or I'll kill you. Take the stage.
I love Felix.
You think this will work in the new space?
Big time.
Archo, yeah.
So it's kind of going. It's going pretty well, and like obviously like there's like all of these like pictures of like the clones, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then Felix has the idea of doing kind of like live art.
Mm-hmm.
So then like Allison's there, so it's like, oh hey, here's like this picture, and here's what she represents,
Mm-hmm.
and that kind of thing. And then Casima comes in and like does the same thing with like her kind of thing. I think it's like what was it? Allison was like the goddess of like the home.
Oh yeah, Hestia.
Hestia. I don't what. Yeah, she was Hestia, goddess of the hearth. Casima was Metza or Mitza, goddess of wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it is Greek. And then Sarah was Athena.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, which I'm assuming Felix just kind of came up off the top of his head.
Yeah, because he's good.
And then like all the clothes come
good.
in like one at a time, and they kind of like do like their kind of thing.
Yeah,
and it's fun. And like Casima was like dancing on like a picture of Rachel, just stomping on it.
I love it.
And
I
then
love her.
Sarah comes in. It's all kind of pretty happy, and then Mrs. S comes in, and like the way that they were setting this up, you're kind of like something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah,
I'm sure it's fine.
I don't like where this is going. I don't like crying letters. That's not going in my head.
I kind of forgot about like the whole setup thing, but then like I remember like thinking stuff in my head, which I'll get to at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But so the art show goes really well, and Felix stuff's gonna be like played in as like gonna maybe be seen in like New York and like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And Colin comes back for some reason.
Right?
Damn, I got his house like real nice.
Yeah.
Hey.
Shit. Colin. Hello, Phil.
He came back.
Oof. I've come early. And often I remember. Oh, this is my foster sister, Sarah.
You Colin then? Cool. Very cool. Right?
Yes, I remember the time I did your dead body.
Good time.
We got over that, didn't we, Colin?
Did we?
Yes, I think we did.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's so white in here.
Hello. Pass to the left. Enjoy yourselves.
You know, considering everything that Colin went through with Felix.
Congratulations. Both of you.
I'm surprised he still come around.
Yeah.
Yay, Felix.
Get some. Speaking of weird characters that come back, but at least he didn't come back to die, so.
That's true.
But
like,
I was like, oh.
I'm really happy Colin came back because like he seems like a nice. We don't know much about him, but like I think like
Except he works in a morgue.
He works in a morgue, and like he's got a job, and it's like a decent job, and like you had to probably get a degree for that.
Mm-hmm. Sure, yeah,
like a pretty good degree.
Probably. I don't know how that works.
He wears a lab coat, and I think he works with the police, so
true.
It's probably like forensics.
Yeah, but I think they just brought him back so they can see just Felix doing well for himself and being happy.
I like them together, but I'm just like kind of wondering, like literally every time you've gotten together with this guy,
something happens.
Like you bring in like your criminal thing, and I know it's not his fault.
Yeah.
Well, okay, the first time it was because faking the dead body kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But still, like they're cute,
mm-hmm.
and I'm surprised. I always wonder because like he comes like back random times, and like it seems like they're still like in contact, but you just don't see it.
Right.
That's the kind of thing. It's like, oh, hey, I'm like, because like he brought like a bottle of wine and like he had like a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah, but just let Felix be happy. That's all I want.
Let Colin in on it.
Yeah,
and then I'll like okay, and then he's in on it, and then Felix will be happy. Well, Felix had some good stuff happen to him in this episode too. Mm-hmm. So
yeah,
It's all good. And then we find out everything that Delphine and Mrs. S and Ferdinand were doing and that kind of whole thing. And then they have all the information. And this really nice scene where Delphine and Casima have all the information. All they need to do is hit a button.
This is it? This is everything?
Yeah. Loaded and ready to send to all the regulatory and oversight committees in the affected countries.
Send it.
You don't wait.
Us two old journalist friends of Siobhan.
Do it now.
You guys did all of this for us.
Because they love you. So you totally forgot about the bad thing that just happened. Come on. You told them to hit the button before anything bad happens. Good. Yeah. And they got a cure. We're all good. Well, they got Helena. Besides that.
Yeah.
You were like concerned for a while because you were like,
I hate when they stretch that kind of stuff out. She's like, we have all the information, we just have to send it, and then they're just like really slowly like.
but they do it, and it's like
finally
and
do
it's
it.
really sweet and emotional because he was like crying. It's really nice.
I know, like, just like Tatiana Swan is so good. She's such a good actress, but like the way she does that emotional release was really good.
She's in a new movie coming on. I don't know what she's playing though, but it's got Nicole Kidman in it, and like that's
cool.
the thing that I saw the trailer, but the thing they're advertising mainly is Nicole Kidman because Nicole Kidman.
True.
And they're like, oh look, I think it's like her and like it's like her and Sebastian Stan, so it's like a good cast.
Oh, that's a good cast.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if the movie's good. It's like Destroyer. It's like about cops and like like undercover cops. I don't know who she plays, but she's in a movie with Nicole Kidman.
Nice, good job.
And I hope her career goes a lot more with stuff because she's so good.
She's crazy good.
She's crazy good.
We stand a legend.
Good job. Good thing she won an Emmy.
She deserved.
I don't think she won it for this season, which I wasn't
No.
surprised by because
who won it for this?
I don't know. I think was it Claire Foy for might have been Claire Foy for The Crown, which is also a good show. Mm-hmm. But now I kind of want to look it up. Okay, I found it. Who won? Claire Foy for The Crown.
Okay,
that's a good show though. But I wasn't surprised because like the last season was like a year ago when it like premiered and ended. But like I think the reason why I didn't get nominated last year was because they weren't really worrying about like because I think there's like that rule of like half your season needs to be out by like a certain date, and Orphan Black wasn't. I think the same thing happened with the Game of Thrones, like a couple other shows. They just weren't out on
like
the
deadlines.
Yeah, so it's like, and like I was really mad when she didn't get nominated for the season, and then I saw why, and I'm like, all right, that's fine. Back to the show. We only got really one more bad thing that happened.
Yeah, it's just a big one.
Yeah. So, well, apparently they thought Rachel Miss that's kind of the thing that like, okay, if Ferdinand goes into this boardroom, he might end up dead.
Yeah, they're not going to let him get.
He didn't end up dead. Miss Des wasn't that surprised though.
They almost killed him, but he got away.
Yeah. And then, well, first Ferdinand goes to Rachel, tries to take her out, can't, leaves, he's mad.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Rachel, doing a good thing, calls Mrs. S and says, like, what happened. And then she leaves the art show after, like, this whole, like, nice thing of, like, they're setting this up.
Yeah.
So much.
Oh, yeah.
And then she goes back to the house. It's kind of a mess. She has her gun out, and like, her and Ferdinand have, like, a standoff. And then, but like they're kind of hiding guns, and then Ferdinand just shoots Mrs. S like right in the chest.
That's just a little twist.
There it is.
Oh, you good? That whole thing. How are you?
What'd you say?
Don't do that to me.
That you only meant well. Well, of course you did.
Don't do that to
What'd you
Mrs. S.
say?
Don't.
That's all that. Yeah, she died.
Are you okay?
No.
No, even though like it was super set up, guys.
It was so set up. Like, I mean, there's a scene with her like writing notes when like holding a gun in her hand and like crying. Like, oh, she knows she's gonna die. Like, she knows this is the end.
Yeah. And I remember like because like okay, so I'll say this. I don't know if it's kind of a thing. I was assuming with this show, several characters were gonna die.
Yeah.
And like I had a list. I'm not gonna say what the list was now. Maybe we'll wait. But Mrs. S was like on the list, but she was like one of those where it's like, if she doesn't die or if she does die, I'm not gonna be surprised either way.
Right. Yeah. I feel the same.
And
way.
like as the setup was going on, like I'm like, okay, like but like she could still maybe get out of it. Maybe they're just like trying to like trick us.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, if she does die, I'm not gonna be surprised.
Right. Exactly.
So that kind of thing. So like you knew it was coming, but like it's Mrs. S, like the baddest ass
Mrs.
mom on
S. Yeah.
Oh, like she's such a badass mom, and like she died for her chickies.
For her chickens. Her chickens.
You know what? I don't. This is a bad thing to say that I liked, but like I liked it, and this is gonna be really bad to say.
No,
I liked like filming wise. I liked the fact that like when she gets shot, they show that like she got shot in the skin. Like it wasn't like on like it wasn't like a shot through her clothes.
Yeah.
Because then he could like maybe say, oh, she's wearing a bulletproof vest.
Right.
Like that kind of thing.
No,
so, like,
it was pretty. It was very cleanly. Like,
it was like clearly like on like her body, so
Yeah.
like you knew like okay, there's no getting out of it. But then I remember this feeling of like watching this episode the first time. I'm like, Ferdinand better not fucking get away with this. I thought he was going to for like the longest time.
Yeah.
As this thing was going on, and I'm just like, please, please do not let him get away with this because this is like you got away with MK.
Yeah.
You can't get away with this.
Right.
Not on your life.
Nice.
Well.
Quite enough lip out of you. Now, as a woman, I'm 14% more likely to survive a gunshot wound than you.
And then like but like I kept thinking he was, and then finally like it turns out like she had a gun. Mrs. had a gun like hidden in her like couch or something, and then like he just like she distracts him, and then she's doing that she just shoots him in the neck. So Ferdinand's also dead. We had 3 deaths in this episode.
Ferdinand goes in a very kind of like unceremonious manner in that like he's just like gushing blood out the neck, and he's like holding, he's like kind of choking to death.
Good.
Exactly. Like that's a good way for the character to go. This character who's like this very like brutal, has like killed people in like the nastiest of ways, like goes in this way that's very
probably painful.
Not like yes, like painful, not very glorious, like very unceremonious, very, you know, not
Yeah, and then
dishonorable.
like Miss Ceci just like watch her die, and she's like, you know, like she's like trying to make jokes, or it's like,
Yeah.
oh, there's a 14%. I'm a woman. There's a 14% chance I might live. Okay, maybe not this time. And then she's like chickies, and then she drops the picture, and then she just dies.
Right. And yeah, it's interesting to like compare the 2 deaths where, I mean, like, because the deaths are very reflective of like the lives they lived in the sense that like Ferdinand is like very messy and gross and just ugly. And like Mrs. S, even though she's shot, she just kind of like goes out very slowly and still kind of almost has control as she's like going out. So I think that's a very interesting way of setting
So
that
like
up.
I knew like they fully set up this like death, and like I kind of felt like as I was watching this episode, I'm like, okay, like Caitlin can probably see this coming.
Yeah.
But how are you?
Yeah, well, like I was surprised that Mrs. S made it this far into the series. I thought she was going to go at least like from like season 3 on. I thought I knew she was I thought she'd be like on the chopping block. So I was really surprised she made it to like the very end of the last season. But just like the type of character she is, that I'm like, there's no way that she can make it out.
I was kind of thinking that like throughout the show there isn't like a ton of like character death if you think about it.
Yeah.
Like the characters that do die, like there's like a couple like good guys that die, like MK and like obviously not Mrs. S, but like for the most part the characters that die really weren't that great of people anyway. So it's like you don't really like, it's kind of like it's not that much of a loss.
Right.
But like this Mrs. S death kind of feels like the biggest loss.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's like the kind of I think the biggest character who's died so far.
Yeah.
And
I think it's definitely really like it just. I think despite the fact that you can totally see it coming, it's still super emotional.
It is very emotional. I thought. I mean, it was very well done. It was very emotional, and so like I mean, I felt it, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Maria Doyle Kennedy, good on you.
Ooh, very good job. Very good.
Yep.
Even though it's very sad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so sad.
Yeah, and that's how that episode ends. So both these episodes, like they don't end funly.
Yeah, no, not a good time because we're in it now. We only got 2 episots left.
Okay, so I'm asking something. So basically, as of now, all of Neolution
now at Target. Buy some Neolution. for your skin.
No, don't do that. That's got genetics in it.
Don't do that.
But like as of now, like technically they've lost because like all of their information is exposed. Everything about P.T. Westmoreland, everything about like everything is exposed, and like but they have Helena. So like, what do you think's going on at this point? Because like I'm kind of like I think I was wondering like okay, but like it seems like with the exception of Helena, everything's like they're kind of destroyed.
Yeah.
So like, are you kind of concerned about what's going on, or like it kind of maybe? Like, what do you think is going to happen in the final 2 episodes?
I mean, it looks like the focus is going to shift. I mean, I think a lot of it's done now as far as like Neolution's like kind of coming down, but they do have Helena so
and her babies.
Yeah, so I think that's just going to be like getting her out of there. It's going to be the next couple episodes. So that's how we're gonna end it.
Are you how like what's your level right now for?
I'm actually not like super concerned about Helena. Like,
really?
I'm concerned. Okay, I don't know what they're gonna do to her, so I'm concerned about that. But as far as like if she's gonna make it out or not, like I think, like I don't think the show would go that dark. But
well,
who knows?
here's the thing. Like, it's like kind of thing of like, would you kill a pregnant woman? But it's the kind of thing of like
this show has showed dead babies before, so like it's fine.
Yeah, but like they didn't kill. Yeah. But, like, the thing is, I think the other thing is, like, okay, like, what do you do, like, once her babies are out?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are they, like, she could die then.
Oh, true.
I'm not saying either way.
All right, just go all Padme style. That's fine.
No, I'm not saying she dies because of that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she dies of a broken heart. Is that what? I haven't seen the movie in a while.
Something like that.
Or it's like with that one theory that I've heard where, like, basically, what's his name? Emperor Palpatine?
Yeah.
Like, was using the Force to, like, suck out Padme's life force and give it to Anakin, and that's why she died? Which kind of makes more sense. I don't think that's true.
No, I can't keep up with Star Wars, man.
Oh, remember how that romance was just kind of not good?
Wow. Yeah.
Remember
really?
those? Oh. You know those, like, going to Star Wars, you know those, like, those, the guy who, like, wrote Star Wars into, like, Shakespeare, like, writing? Did you ever hear about that?
Sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like
some
that happened a while ago.
No, it's still. He's up to like I think he's got like the Force Awakens, but like he had, but like he wrote like every single Star Wars movie into like
a Shakespearean,
which I kind of want to get because I didn't read them. Good. But like apparently, like he rewrote all of that crappy love dialogue, and I kind of I read some of it. It kind of sounds a bit better because Shakespeare.
That's crazy. That sounds.
Anyway, back to Orphan Black.
Yay, Orphan Black.
So we're in a desperate mode. Everything's sad. Kaylin's kind of an emotional wreck.
I'm always an emotional wreck, but I'm especially.
I'm just gonna say, by the end of the show, you might be in a more emotional wreck, or will she? Who knows? It'll maybe be like the end of Legend of Korra, where everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
Or it'll be like
get together. The end.
What?
I said everything's fine and the girls get together. It's all good.
Well, they're all sisters, so that's a bit weird. And the girls are already together.
That's true.
The lesbians are back on.
The lesbians are not fake anymore.
Hooray!
What a way to end a show.
Are you happy about that though? They'll obviously focus on like Allison and Donnie, but like they've kind of always been together. Yeah. And then, but like the one like Will there one day's been like these lesbians, and like you're just like hooray. Do you want to stop recording and watch the final episodes?
Oh, that's gonna be.
Do you have like any predictions? Or like I know we talked about it, but like do you have any predictions?
I don't know because I am curious because we do have like 2 whole episodes worth of content, and like for me, like
it kind of feels like there isn't enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I'm like, what kind of crazy stuff are they gonna come up with? Like, what's gonna? Yeah. So I'm nervous.
You're nervous.
Yes.
And you're already sad, so it's like not going well.
No. This show likes to play with me emotionally.
You're just so sad.
I'm so nervous. Okay.
All right. So that's it.
I'm trying to see if we have any comments.
I know we had that one talking about shows, but I feel like if we're going to do like a random thing, that's a good thing.
That's
a long comment, but then
that's a very long comment. So if Jason is listening to this, you have a very nice comment.
Thank you for the comment.
Yeah, it's very long. So we're not going to read it, but it's good.
Yeah, I think like we might, if we do a random thing, we might talk about that because I actually do want to talk about it because like some of the shows we've been thinking about doing anyway, like eventually, and like I have ways for formatting. Did we get like the one negative comment?
Oh, we got this is a good one. This is from HD clips. Wow, I bet you have real high quality clips on your channel. That says, I hate your reactions, laughing at everything. You guys clearly don't have any emotions. God thank I said it, ...
I'm not, but like, I was.
My favorite is, God thank I said it. I'm like, yes, you did. God
Like,
thank.
are you a troll? And like, if you are a troll, can you at least have proper grammar?
God thank.
Or are you sarcastic?
I said it.
But it's like, you guys show no emotion. I'm like, what?
Well, I like it's like you guys laugh at everything. You have no emotions. Like clearly, we only have one emotion.
That's why I'm not sure if they're
amusement.
just like. That's why like I wasn't sure. Like, are you sarcastic or are you just like an asshole? And I'm not sure.
Or maybe they just.
That's like, if you're gonna troll us, at least have proper grammar. I would say, like, I'm not good with grammar, but have proper grammar, guys.
I don't good grammar words, but sometimes I make thing do.
I think there's a comment else thing, like, I looked at you too much during the reactions, but that was like in the Riverdale one.
That was in the Riverdale
And
one.
I'm like, yeah, no shit, we learned that.
Yeah.
Thank you for the comment. I think it was a nice comment. But like,
that comment is like there like 5 times in the Riverdale review. It's like, we've noticed. We know.
We know. I learned from my ways. I'm sorry.
It's all
but like,
right.
I think that was a nice comment. But like, they mentioned that, and I'm like, yeah, I know, guys.
It's fine.
It's fine.
But I just think this one's really funny. It's like, I'm sorry, I only have one emotion, and that's laughing. but I have like, everyone has to learn. I have like varying degrees of laughter. I have like nervous laughter. I have sad laughter. I have funny laughter, and I have like, oh God, what's gonna happen laughter, which is like.
I think I'm gonna. My thing is like, I don't show a lot of like emotion when like I already know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So
So like, once I get to like when Kaylin has the power back, which is gonna be very soon.
Oh yes, I'm so excited to talk about.
Yeah.
that.
By the way, in the next couple episodes, we'll say what the next show we're doing, and y'all are gonna like it.
Yay. Do we want to say in the next episode, or are we gonna wait to like the live stream to say it?
Well, no, because when we did it for Legend of Korra and like the other ones, we said it in the final episode. Then I'm gonna bring it up again.
Okay, sounds good. We'll
Yeah.
say in the very final episode. Oh, cool. All right, I'm excited.
All right, so I think that's the end of this.
Yes.
For now.
Yes. So you want to close us out?
We gotta say the stuff.
Yeah, we're gonna say the stuff.
All right.
This is the end of the audio.
I gotta look it up though real quick. Sorry.
What's our social media? What's our email?
We are on. If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for that.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, they're like actually watching us. This is crazy. Hi. Oh, hello. This is my good side.
If you're watching us on YouTube, thank you for that. Please subscribe to the channel. We've gone up. It's like weird. Like we go down whenever I posted something, and then we were like got up because we haven't posted anything in a bit.
Yeah, we have to get back to being consistent, but it's just been.
We're kind of figuring out the new format.
It's been a wild year, y'all.
I'll say, yeah, it's been a weird year. I'd say like by the new year, we'll have everything back on track. But thank you guys. Thank you for the subscribers who have stuck with us.
Yeah, you're the best.
You are.
We love you.
We do.
I love you so much.
So you can subscribe. You can leave a comment, and we will read them in a comment corner. Maybe we should just like if we're gonna do it like this, we could actually just like do it at the end, or maybe like do like a whole little separate comment thing. Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Anyway. So there's that. We're on iTunes. If you wanna rate and review us, I think we need more reviews because I don't think we get many of them.
And we would love them.
We would, and we'll read them as well. We're on Facebook.
Even if you say, God thank, I said it. I love that comment.
We're on Facebook, facebook.com/WittyClothes. Like us there. Leave a comment on a post that we have.
Share us your favorite memes.
There you go. We're on Twitter @WittyClothes. Follow us.
Yeah.
Tweet, retweet. Others, I don't do Twitter.
That's okay. do the what does the bird do? Does the bird tweet? Yeah, do one of those tweets.
Should we say that we have a website even though like we don't have much on it right now?
Our website is kind of sad right now, but you can go on it if you want. It's wittyclothes.productions.com.
You can go on it probably like we're gonna work on it throughout.
We'll do it.
We'll do it. And we have fun ideas. I have fun ideas for the website. We have a Patreon if guys, because we would love to like, be able to, we kind of do it right now as like kind of like a hobby kind of thing and like meeting up once a month. We would love some money. If you guys want to.
We want your money. And also your company and also your
We
comments.
love your company and like we would love to be able to like do this kind of maybe as like a part-time, full-time, whatever kind of thing. So please donate to the Patreon. And once we get enough people, we'll start working on like the perks and like that kind of thing because we'll have more time to do this.
Yay.
We have an email, wittyclothes@gmail.com if you want to email us anything, questions, concerns, comments.
More memes.
More memes.
Now the sun's in my face. Great.
Stuff. And they can't really send us stuff through email.
Yeah.
Not spam or viruses. That would not be nice.
Don't do that.
I would say except for like the food spam, but I don't really like spam.
Yeah, I don't like spam either.
Actually, I don't think I've ever had spam.
I don't think I have either, but I don't want to. Every time I look at it, I'm like, this is very unappealing.
I haven't even read Me in like 10 years, so I don't think I could.
Nice.
But that's it for now.
Yay.
So thanks, guys, and we're gonna watch the finale.
Oh, I'm so scared.
You are. It's not gonna be fine, guys. It's not. I'm not gonna lie to you. Not gonna be fine.
Peace. You gotta say peace.
But I put the thing up. It's fine. Peace.
For the audio.
Peace.
Thank you. Oh!
You okay?
No!
Not even a little?
No!
You wanna cry?
Yes. A little bit.
It's okay.